Hey everyone, today we are back in the weekly pack. We got back-to-back weekly videos. Feel free to pause, take a look around at the pack. If you haven't seen my blind weekly, it's all about the amalgamation. Summon units kind of dominate, but we're going to open up with a little compilation here. This is a very interesting team here. I chose to show at the start. I utilized the friend ahead, the poison dart frog, the enemy of the past month or two from the weeklies, using the rock hopper to generate the trumpets, the Saiga antelope to generate more trumpets. I really like trying to use the Saiga antelope this weekly, but this video is all about the hidden secret. What is in the beluga? Of course, it's a wildebeest. One of the scariest things you could possibly ever see from a beluga. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So here it is again. We have a wildebeest on the team, and typically you'd think, oh, they have a wildebeest, they're not going to have another one in the beluga. And here we have the flying fish set up with it, so we get level 3 wildebeest, plenty of trumpets to go around. It's just a complete joke. So if you're thinking, this is definitely a sniping weekly, you can get around it. Obviously, if we get sniped, it is going to be very devastating, but regardless, this team is very strong, right? Teams like this that should be able to beat anything but a snipe team that we're playing here, the Amalgamation Monty, not even a match for us. Not even a match. It feels good. I'm showing a long compilation here of this Beluga Wildebeest run because I was kind of struggling to get the flying fish going, or most runs, as you'll see in the main run, the flying fish isn't even necessary if you get the build correct. So I believe, yeah, this is 9 trophies, 1 heart on this run here, and was using the Husky to scale. I think it's a great way to scale considering when you're using wildebeests that are going to get the coconut. We don't even need the back one. So let's see what else we got. I was trying to experiment with some stuff. So here's a yellow boxfish. Let's see what happens. It gives us stats, so that was kind of nice. And there's our level 3 wildebeest. They have a level 2 wildebeest, so we can match that. 24 trumpets to their 10. Let's go. We go to 8 trophies on this run. We have the whole team gets sniped, and we give them stats, and the run's over because we don't get any trumpets. There's your snipes. There's your snipes. So here's a fun bonus clip with the Garanook or Jaranook. It will remove the equipment, so a lot of people are running like melons and tomatoes are very powerful. So removing equipment is great, and why not run it with a wildebeest? Because I don't care if you remove my equipment, I'm just going to get a ton of coconuts. So the rock hopper, it's great going rock hopper. You can go Nyala as well. I'm sure there's going to be runs where I have Nyala. There's starfruit in the pack. You can get mushroom and a lot of really fun perks. Here's just a random super fun bonus clip. The Amalgamation high roll, the Spino in the back, unfortunately it gets sniped. But we have the mana, it doesn't get us by. So we go down to 1 heart. This run was so much fun. When you have these high rolls, you're just trying to go with it. So I decided to get the weakness and to make the pivot slot. We get the level 3 Harpy Eagle. Level 3 Harpy Eagle I think is one of the most devastating things in this pack. If you're not going some crazy like wildebeest thing. Beluga Harpy Eagle is actually a great combo as well. And yeah, it looks to be working. Looks to be working. Eventually get the Nyala with the Monty in there. Oh, and the main reason I wanted this is because we had the eggplant. So I believe that previous battle, something happened with the eggplant. I don't remember exactly, but gosh, I was supposed to pay attention to the eggplant, and I didn't. But we get the Monty here. That was a consistent theme in my blind weekly run. Very, very strong combo. Amalgamation with Monty. I don't necessarily think you need to worry about running Spino this weekly. If you have a full summon team set up, it could be great. But I think Amalgamation with anything, and then put Easter eggs on it for the Monties is your best bet. That way you get the mana snipes, you get the double damage from the Monty. You can even run the flying fish or crazy stuff, and yeah, it looks like I'm going crazy with the transitions. I'm working in a new editing software here, trying to transition over to a better one that's going to be more fluid. So just trying to figure out what the transitions are, so I appreciate you bearing with me for a bit. But yeah, we're getting into the main run here. I love showing the main run from the very beginning, especially in weekly packs. Custom packs, I might be cutting out a lot of the fluff. But the main run, I always want to have it from the beginning because you get to see stuff like how we get there, right? How we get to the final squad. And I love the beginning of this pack is very much summon heavy. You'll see this opponent has the horse, gives every single summon attack. It's the strongest line for sure. Almost in every game I'm playing, I'm buying horse in the beginning, unless I just get a bunch of other pets. In this case, you see we have a level up, we have a level up in the shop. The horse is there, but we don't really need it anymore. Could take the flying fish, but usually I'm going to cook a lasagna. And because we can actually get this barnacle in without rolling at all, this is a very, very big greed play. So we're going to sell the budgie for the barnacle and get a free experience. So basically it's just going to work our way to an easy level up once we get to turn 5 and on. But the team is very weak because of that. So definitely going to drop hearts. Which is interesting because a lot of my runs, like I said, you run horse in the beginning and you just keep pivoting stuff like beluga sturgeon, daycrawler, nightcrawler that you see in the shop there. You just keep pivoting these low tier summon units in and it can really, really carry you. Shout out the wombat. The wombat is such a good unit. It's kind of tough to keep a front wombat when you're copying stuff like Osprey, but you will probably copy Niala later on and it will be worth it. It will get you wins, but you have to be strong enough that you can risk not copying anything. And what do we take here? Probably flying fish. Most games I was taking flying fish early just to give myself the option of like doing something fun with it. And my first thought with it was beluga. You know, get to the beluga and then we can swallow something and then level it up with the flying fish when the beluga spits it out. And immediately there, the flying fish buffs seem to be very, very nice. Let's get the lasagna. Yeah, looking at the pack a lot because this was shortly after my blind weekly, these games here. And as you see, I got a very, I got very stuck on the beluga and the wildebeest and some sort of combo with that. I guess you can blame it on my infatuation with the coconut crab in the recent month or so. And my 1,000 sub videos with the coconuts, the parrot coconut. Let's see, we had it's a farmer crow coconut crab parrot combo. So the parrot becomes a coconut crab and then the farmer crow will activate both coconuts in battle. And then what else did I have? I had a praying mantis coconut team where I basically used the cardinal to get permanent coconuts on everything. And then I could have a 5-squad mantis team. So the mantis would just knock the cardinal's coconut off every turn, but then the cardinal would copy a new one. So I didn't even have to buy the coconut in the shop once I had coconuts on everything. It was really nice. The cardinal just kept stealing a new coconut. So I was just distracting there because we put a lynx in. So I just want to distract people from the fact that, yeah, we have a lynx in now. It looks like might pivot from a summon team to a snipe team. A lot of times at this point, lynx was pretty much the main thing I was looking for in the level ups. You can do something fun with lynx and pivot the team. If not, you just kind of keep lynx for a bit as the snipe and then, you know, keep the summon team rolling or do whatever else you want. Move on to the amalgamations. If you don't get the lynx, then you hope you get the amalgamations. If you don't get the amalgamations, you got to figure something out. Hopefully you get scaling. It's kind of the options you can go, I guess, is you have the low tier summon, or yeah, the low tier summons to carry you. And then turn 5 to turn 8, let's say, you're looking for lynx. If you don't get lynx, you're looking for amalgamations. So here we go, turn 7. And yeah, turn 7 to turn 10, you're looking for amalgamations. Whatever you get more of, links or amalgamation, take your game that direction. And then turn 11, you can buy as your heart desires. There is the Gyarnook. I'll figure that one out. Probably either way works. Double Lasagna. And this is always interesting. I figure the flying fish is definitely here to stay. I'm going some sort of a fun summon build. The only thing I want to find right now, I think, is a beluga, possibly a puppy to cook more lasagnas. Leveling the amalgamation would be great. Actually gonna greed on the puppy. It's very interesting. I figure getting a buy sell is good. I'm thinking about not selling, this crow yet. Thinking about selling it next turn. I was hoping to find a beluga there. Basically wanted to buy that crow to get the Nightcrawler to summon something so we can use our extra trigger and get the little mana snipe. And these little mana snipes and the attack that the amalgamation gives you can just carry you so far. It's turn 9, we can find belugas. I was not rolling for a beluga last turn. I could not. I don't know what else. I was probably rolling for a puppy. Which is crazy that I get so greedy sometimes in these runs. It's like, just buy a couple pairs, move on. And really don't know what I'm doing right here. So at this point, I just need to roll. I guess I don't fully see the line. I'm not sure where the team's going to go. And we get the level up, which is great. Unfortunately, we don't get to buy anything, so we don't have any triggers for our summons. And I could easily sell puppy, sell crow, buy something else. What would you do here? It's a very interesting position to be in. I have 3 hearts. So I pretty much just decide to throw this round. People don't have too much scaling in this pack, so you can actually have a chance. You might be throwing and you might not actually throw. That was a lot closer than it seemed. So there's the beluga. I immediately regretted not freezing the wildebeest. But if you see on the team, we don't have any trumpets yet. And I'm still greeting for the puppy. This is so hilarious. And there's flying fish. Part of my thought, you get 4 experience with a level 2 flying fish. I'd rather get the beluga to level 2 and then have it, the flying fish will get it from level 2 to level 3. I don't need to spend the 9 gold to get flying fish to level 3. It has 2 triggers no matter what. Level 2 is perfect for what I need. And I decide to eat a goat. Now, we don't typically eat or see goat here in California, or I should say America for that matter, but if you've tried goat, or if you eat it consistently, let me know what what is it comparable to, because I'm pretty sure it's very, very common, but I've never had it. Never had it. I know lamb is another meat that's very common around the world, and I've only had it a handful of times. It's kind of seen as a higher end dish here, and nice. Double beluga is officially in. The wildebeest is in. However, we have a glaring issue on this team. We do not have any trumpets. And I keep freezing belugas, and we don't have trumpets. So, luckily the amalgamation stats are going beast mode for us. So we're on 1 heart. It's an absolute dire situation. The puppy finally shows up. I should definitely take the toilet paper. And I'm actually gonna do it. Let's take a moment to step back and just pat ourselves on the back, because for once we are not greedy and we are not going to throw the run because of it. This is probably the reason why this is the main run. That decision right there to buy the toilet paper. I guarantee you, I was looking for a puppy even the previous round. If I got it turn 11, I probably would have picked the lasagna. even still at 1 heart. They have a wildebeest. They have a level 2 wildebeest and 4 trumpets. We still trade even though we don't have trumpets. And our other beluga has nothing. So teams right now are facing our team and they're probably very confused. They're like, I don't understand what this guy's doing. He's just got wildebeest, but no trumpets. So what I'm trying to say is our team is not intimidating at all right now. Very much not intimidating. The Rockhopper could change things, but the Rockhopper does pose an interesting dilemma here. Our belugas are at the front. We have flying fish to level our wildebeest. Amalgamation is necessary to be in the back. One of our wildebeests is not going to get the trumpets. So it's quite unfortunate. I should probably just sell the Rockhopper and bring the Nyala into the front. But I actually have other plans. These plans include things. And these things should be great. But they might not be because our Rockhopper got sniped. And that's kind of like the biggest worry. So after that, I was like, okay, definitely need the Nyala. But we still win. It's actually crazy that before I even get this set up, how does the run survive this long without the synergy actually like cooking? So Starfruit, I figure a mushroom would be probably the best thing I could ask for. The next best thing I think would be protection. So yeah, I don't want the Rockhopper to die. The flying fish that we've invested in the whole game, including all of our lasagnas, I believe, it's gone. It's gone. So that puppy, all those lasagnas, like, yeah, what's the point, right? And like I said, you don't really need the flying fish if you just level the belugas. I think it's a much more effective setup. It would be much better to just run front Nyala, double amalgamation in the back. Hope to get a mushroom eventually from the Nyala. But the other thing is we're running double level 2 wildebeest, so that is going to be that's 16 trumpets total that we're going to be eating up, theoretically. So yeah, that's almost all of our trumpets. We kind of needed both the Nyala and the Rockhopper at level 1, that is. If we got one of them leveled, it would be great. And here you go. There you go. Sit back and enjoy. It's just ridiculous. Hey, we're gonna say it here. It is absolutely incredible. Like, I just could not believe it. I thought I was gonna throw that chocolate on the beluga. I was like, no. And yeah, at this point, with almost everything level 2, I want to start giving equipment to stuff. Not too concerned with getting equipment on the belugas, honestly. I'm kind of fine with them just getting sniped, because that kind of guarantees that that might mean that the amalgamation didn't get sniped. And look at that. The perfect draw. I was like, yes, I want draws at this point because I want to see the team thrive. And we get another lemon. I was kind of disappointed by this. I thought about taking the popcorn, but the amalgamation needs protection. So it's kind of perfect. We should be able to absorb a Lynx Sniper too, as long as it's not like a crazy meta Lynx team. And we don't get a mushroom on 3 Starfruits. Kind of disappointing. I had really good RNG on other runs with getting mushrooms. And I'm considering putting it on the beluga, and I do because I have the wildebeest frozen, and I'm still holding out, hoping for a mushroom next turn for the Nyala. I don't know why. It's a little min-max thing. I think the stake would have been great there. We still get stake value, actually, so it doesn't even matter. And take a look at it. The amalgamation wildebeest from the beluga, you get the extra attack and the mana, and then you just override the spooks. It is the best combo as far as like things to beluga this weekly. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna keep saying it. So we get another stake, no mushrooms, so I decided, okay, we'll just stake the Nyala. Hopefully we can just crush through a 50-50 if they have it with this stuff, and then we will have our wildebeest coconuts to just mow through the rest of the team. So pretty ideal setup as long as we don't run into snipes. I thought it would be really funny at this point too if I had eaten a yellow boxfish with my level 3 beluga and put it towards the front. I almost did that. I was so close to doing that. We'll have some more bonus yellow boxfish shenanigans. I am mixing it in here and there in my runs. It pretty much will throw a run every time if you don't like super min-max to get it set up. But it is absolutely hilarious. So I'm going to keep doing it. Hope to just get good clips, whether they're wins or losses. Just hilarious battles nonetheless. And yeah, here you see it. We get the double coconut. We trade there perfect. They have a 44-49 Saiga antelope. That thing would be absolutely devastating for almost any team having a unit that big in your backline. But wait, we get all 3 coconuts. Smash through them. Let's freaking go. That felt so good. Very, very meta squad. So I said I was kind of going for Saiga antelopes, and check this out. Turn 6, 5 trophies, 5 hearts remaining. This is a perfect game pace. And I think I recognized it the previous turn, so on turn 5 or 6. I was like, oh, we got a perfect game going. And when you get to this point, you're like, yeah, I'm doing whatever it takes for a perfect game. Getting the level 2 Saiga antelope there was amazing. I should have taken Nyala there, I think. But Beluga is still a great option. I figure if I can eat something good in this Beluga, I think I was thinking about eating the Nightcrawler, I think. Yeah, I don't know what exactly to eat. The level 2 Wombat was pretty interesting, but it could kind of like not be the best thing at this point. So I figured this is the point where I'm going to greed. If I can get a little bit greedy and still win the round, then it should set up for the rest of the game, because if you get on these perfect game paces, you're eventually going to run into the thing that you don't want to see. And if you don't, then you're going to get the perfect game. But in almost all cases, you're going to run into the thing you don't want to see. What do we not want to see? We don't want to see a ton of snipes, so we don't want our Saiga antelopes to get sniped. And I think you're going to see it right here. Our level 2 got sniped, so we're going to lose out on one more trigger. But we already have 22 trumpets. So we actually get the dub here. 1 HP remaining on that golden retriever, else we would have drawn. Felt great. The other thing we don't want to see here is Hippo. Hippo, big unit go smash up front. We're running a summon team, especially if they have a Hippo. Most likely it's going to mow through our whole team, and then our golden retriever is going to spawn, and the Hippo is going to be able to trade with that. And then they're going to have 4 units in the back against our 1 Saiga antelope left. So I actually stack and go for the Pegasus play. I'm not sure what I put in the Beluga, but I gave it the blueberry in hopes that people that have 1 or 2 links in right now, the Beluga will absorb 1 snipe, and then a snipe will go somewhere else as well. I have a Hippo, that's right. My hope was that I run into other summon teams, the Hippo can kind of mow through them. Probably not the best decision. You can tell at this point I'm playing a lot out of desperation, and they had 15. It's just our team but stronger. They made better choices of what to bring in. The perfect game was over. So at that point, I take a step back and I say, okay, I can have fun with this game. I can like do something. And yeah, I just wanted to get a really fun Saiga Antelope win. So you see we have at level 3, level 2 Amalgamation. I believe we have the Harpy Eagle. There's the 50 trumpets. That's not all from the Saiga Antelope. I think we have a Rockhopper or something. We have a Beluga. I believe there's a Nyala in the Beluga. I'm not sure. But you see what I have frozen. That's why it's in the bonus clip. That's why. I was like, this is an interesting bonus clip to have here. Is it just because of the Saiga Antelope? I did not realize it was because of the Wildebeest. So we're actually going to finish this bonus clip, and then we're going to ride off into the sunset with one more bonus clip that's a little bit longer with the music and whatnot. Just going to explain that a little bit up front here. The next bonus clip you're going to see with the music, it is a dire situation. So it's down to 1 heart with like 1 or 2 trophies, and it's one of those ultimate comeback runs. I love those kind of runs. I see why now why this is a bonus clip. We bring in the boxfish. I said it, I'm going to do it a lot in runs. We have 9 trophies, 2 hearts. I got 2 chances on this boxfish here. Can we get it done? super interested to see what the team is here and what this boxfish hits. Everything gets sniped. At least our Saiga antelope lives. That gives me a little bit of hope. And here comes the music. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? We actually are gonna get the dub. Let's freaking go. So here is your bonus. 1 trophy, 1 heart remaining, turn 8. If you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.
These white lies got me hypnotized. Get out of my head, get into my bed, I'm broken. It's only a matter of time. Shifting my paradigms. You hurt me, I'm sinking and drowning, and I don't deserve it. Your heart is frozen. The water is rising, and I'm just a drop in the ocean. Drop in the ocean. I'm guilty of loving you. I'm guilty of loving pick me up and pull me down, hold me up so I don't drown. Got your head up in the clouds, nothing left of us now. Your heart is frozen. The water is rising and I'm just a drop in the ocean. Falling, slow motion. You're a tsunami and I'm just a drop in the ocean. I'm guilty of loving you. I'm guilty of loving you. I'm guilty of loving you. my head